Welcome back to Living Local. Taking care of our bodies by keeping nutrition in mind is important, of course, at any age, but especially as we get older. And for that reason, our friends at Hy-Vee have an opportunity for Iowans who are 60 years and older to receive free nutrition consultations. Here with us today to talk about that is Katie Schaefer, registered dietitian with Hy-Vee. Katie, thank you so much for coming in again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so these free consultations, why is it important to have this type of resource available to people in Iowa?
So as we age, usually the metabolism goes down, and it should naturally. Our activity maybe isn't just as high, so the way that you've eaten maybe your whole life, suddenly you're still eating the same, but things look a little bit different. So it's helpful for that reason. And then too, just as we age, there are some different kind of nutrient requirements, some different difficulties that maybe isn't present in the younger population. And so we really like to make those services available to kind of our elderly population because they really need it.
Yeah, you're just not quite the same, you know, once you get into age 60 as you are at age 20, 30, whatever.
Yep, it's
okay, now you have a partnership with the state to make this happen, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so the Department on Aging in Iowa is actually paying for 60-minute nutrition consultations. So it's been an awesome service because lots of times when I see people, and obviously we always want to help them, but the cost is sometimes a hindrance. It's usually $125 an hour. Department on Aging is paying for that, so it's not anything that they have to worry about. They don't have to do, it's no like hoops you have to jump through. I feel like a lot of times when people hear deals like this, they're like, okay, like what's the catch?
Yeah.
And there is no catch. So it's an awesome service, and I'm glad that Department on Aging stepped up and we're able to provide it.
Yeah, the people can come in and you can talk about whatever you need to talk about to get them on the right path. Okay, who qualifies specifically for these consultations?
So there's only 2 boxes you have to check. So you have to be 60 years of age or older. Okay. That's one. And then you have to live in the state of Iowa. So you just have to have an Iowa address. When you sign up, those are obviously 2 things that are put in there. As soon as you check those 2 boxes and you kind of fill out the little questionnaire, we contact you to see if you want to meet in person, if you want to meet virtually, if you would rather talk over the phone, and then we schedule it for you. And like you said, they can talk about anything that they want to talk about. So lots of times when we offer programs like this, we have stipulations on what we're able to talk about because it's medical nutrition therapy. But for this, nothing is off limits. So if you're recently diagnosed diabetic, we can help with that. If you have kidney disease, we can help with that. If you just want to lose weight, we can help with that. If you are just curious about, this is what my diet looks like, am I on the right track? It's a free service, so I really encourage everyone that is eligible to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So if somebody does this, do you just basically go, it's basically what you want to make out of it, right? You started and you talk through what your lifestyle is like.
Yep.
Your health issues, and then you go from there.
Yep. At the start of each session, usually what I do is I ask them, what do you want to talk about? Like, what are your main goals? And sometimes they're just curious about what it's about, and sometimes they're like, I want to know this, this, and this, and whatever you want, we kind of go off of that.
And now, tell me about some of the stuff we've got here today that has to do with these consultations.
So one of the main things that I talk about, whether someone is 3 years old or 99 years old, is our food groups. So we have 5 food groups on this little plate, or my plate right here. We've got fruits, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairy. We want to have a good balance of each of those because they give us different nutrients, minerals, different macronutrients, things like that. A lot of people try to make this really complicated, and so when I meet with people, we kind of go over a diet recall. I see what they're eating, and then I just kind of show them, okay, an easy way to balance this out would be to add this and this. You don't have to drastically change the way you're eating. We just kind of want to look for that balance. So today, I brought some shortcuts, which would be our vegetables. I brought an apple, which would be our fruit. And then you could just have a turkey and cheese sandwich. So turkey is going to be protein, cheese is going to be dairy, and then we've got whole wheat bread for grains. Simple meal that you have all 5 food groups. So don't have to overcomplicate it, but one of the things we do in those consults is just to show you okay, this is how you are eating, here's how we balance it out just a little bit, make a couple tweaks to be a little bit healthier.
Yeah, keep it super simple. Now,
Yes.
as far as these consults go, Katie, again, how do people go ahead and get registered for this opportunity? And where can you go? I mean, every Hy-Vee or what?
So we have 2 dietitians in the Quad Cities. I'm at the East Kimberly Road store in Davenport, and then Nina is on the Illinois side. You can meet with her, but remember you have to be a resident of Iowa.
Yes.
So most people are going to meet with her virtually if they want to. But the way that you sign up for it is you go to Hy-Vee.com/health. There's a dietitians page, and right on that it's got our 60+ kind of promotion, and you just hit the click here to register. If computers are not your thing,
yeah.
I totally understand. You can call me and I'll walk you through it. So the East Kimberly Road Hy-Vee is where I'm at, so just call that store. If I'm not there, they'll get you contact information, or they can take down a number. I have signed up most people that way, I would say, because computers maybe aren't their favorite.
Sure.
Which is fine. That's totally fine.
Right, yeah, especially getting to that demographic too sometimes,
Yep.
for sure. Katie, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for telling us about this excellent opportunity you guys have.
Thank you.
All right, if you want more information, like we mentioned, about Hy-Vee's free nutrition consultations, visit Hy-Vee.com/health. We'll also have those details posted on our website too, at ourquadcities.com.